Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Shorts has got it. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Now James returning. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. He'll set up a throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the Jets sweep, this is Eskridge. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Working with a 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Out to Cole on the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, he'll drop to throw. James has got it. Complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and 3. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 47. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second and 2. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Pats are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A giant hole up the middle. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. They go play action here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. 2nd and 11 now. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a match.